meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, we were all talking over the break about rats learning how to drive. I have to see this. We were saying we should learn to get pigeons to do the weather. Now we're seeing this slow sunset because we're dealing with more and more time. Right now sunset's at 5:42 and by tomorrow it should be at 5:43. Of course, we're seeing some of those freezing temperatures make their way out. Got all the way down to 30 degrees. Take a good look. We leveled out there at 30, down to 29. Then we ran up there into those lower 70s. And we're going to be cooling off under these clear skies all the way back down near those freezing levels, but not nearly as cold as yesterday. 71 in San Angelo. Everybody else in a combination of those lower 70s, those upper 60s. We have our eyes peeled for any of those shades of blue by tonight. But of course, 69 in Sterling City, 70 down there in Junction. You can see how we're only about a couple degrees apart, if not two, if not three, across the entire Concho Valley. That's where we're starting to see some of that southerly flow pick back up. But it's been pretty calm all day, allowing us to heat up under that West Texas sun. Dew points are in those 30s across the entire region, while the humidity indices are down there in those 20s and those 30s as well. We'll see how much they make their way up. Now, we saw a frosty morning this morning, but we'll see if we don't see another one by tomorrow because we're definitely on the warm-up. Now, here's the upper level pattern showing you where our strong winds and our cold air is making its way in from. Here's our southerly winds underneath this ridging, but right behind it, another strong bunch of cold air going to make its way in off the west coast. We have our eyes on a winter storm that could push across the entire nation, but a lot of it mostly holding to the northern part of the United States. So down here in the Concho Valley, we'll just be holding on to pleasant temperatures, but we're tracking some cold weather after Christmas. When we look at the water vapor imagery, keeping our eye on that cold, dry air making its way out, looking for the return of some of that warm air right behind it, but keeping our eye on the moisture right now over Washington and Oregon. I've been talking with some of my production assistants about some of the Arctic air making its way across the Arctic Circle, making its way just east of the Rocky Mountains, then sliding down across the Great Plains into the Concho Valley. Severe weather outlook quiet today, but when we take you down to the surface, here's that cold air we were talking about. You can see it picking up on infrared satellite. Now, infrared picks up the temperature of the atmosphere as well as the clouds. Some pretty cold air sliding in across North Dakota. Down here in the Concho Valley, shades of black lets us know it's pretty warm out there, and the futurecast is going to show you absolutely nothing here in the Concho Valley. And we'll continue to track this winter storm. Katie talks a lot about sort of that holiday travel. You know it's going to be busy, so heading out of Texas is looking beautiful, but on the return to Texas, we have our eye on sort of that winter storm off the west coast. Take a good look. It's all the way from Washington down to about San Francisco. So tonight, we're going to be dropping back down near those freezing points, so bundle up if you have to go outside. Then tomorrow, not nearly as warm, up into those mid-60s. It's going to be a cold start. We're going to warm up pretty slow, then right back into a cozy weekend, but we're going to see some pleasant holiday shopping conditions. You only have 6 days to go until Christmas, and that weather's going to be awfully cooperative, so get out there and fight the crowds, because as we round that corner towards Christmas, we're still holding on to those 70s while those overnight lows are hovering around those 50s, if not those 40s. Stay tuned on board the break. You're watching KSAT News at 5.